but definitely want to tell you about some risks that we're looking at today for the monsoon. You can see that right here in Ruidoso. Well, things are looking okay right now. Earlier, though, this about around lunchtime to 1 o'clock, there is a flash flood warning because there is plenty of rain in this area, and it's because of the burn scars. But right now, that warning has expired, and that's good news. I know that nerves are probably frayed in that part of the state, but you can see that other areas are looking cloudy. We have some rain showers up there in the mountainous ranges, but unfortunately, lower elevations in many areas of the state are having a hard time just getting any sort of rain on the ground. I'm expecting that we're partly cloudy this evening for the Albuquerque metro. Into central New Mexico, going to be staying in the 80s through about 10 o'clock. But here's the look at the bit of rain that we're getting, and there's sort of a loose defined line here from Clayton down toward the eastern plains and almost all the way down there to the very bottom of Otero County. And it's because the proximity of these storms and because the number of them that are being predicted that we do have this flood watch in effect for Lincoln County and Ruidoso through about 9 o'clock tonight. And you can see that Tularosa, La Luz out there are getting some isolated storms. But in terms of a lot of rain falling in the north central mountains, not really happening. You can see that that's the same story for places like Jemez Springs. I mean, we do have some isolated storm activity across the central mountain chain, but in terms of really getting some big rain results, I don't think it's going to happen today. So for the rest of the evening, I'm expecting that those isolated storms will try to hang around the eastern portion of the state. They're going to fizzle away very slowly, but then through tomorrow, isolated rain in the north central mountains, scattered storms in the south, and unfortunately, once again, we are talking about the potential for some flooding for the Ruidoso area and for burn scars in the north. Through Wednesday, though, we're going to start to go through a little bit of a pattern shift. Most of the rain is going to be across the northwest area of the state, meaning that only isolated storms may hit the southern mountains. So what does that mean between now into the middle of the work week? Well, you can see them scanning all the way through at least Thursday, and through the end of the week, it looks like places like Alamogordo, Ruidoso, mainly higher elevation areas like Santa Fe will be getting the lion's share of the rain. So it's going to be mostly elevation dependent on what we're seeing for today. Through Thursday and Friday, it's going to be turning drier and hotter, and that's going to be taking us into the weekend for many areas. So for Saturday, expect dry weather across southern New Mexico. I'm expecting that the southeast is going to be in some 80s and 90s for tomorrow, isolated thunderstorms. The southwest also is going to be in a really good spot for those rain showers. Excuse me, you can see that Roswell. Well, that's about a 20% chance of rain for you, but Silver City, you continue with those really big rain chances. Out toward the northeast tomorrow, some isolated storms from Cimarron to Clayton to Las Vegas. I'm expecting not as much activity near Santa Rosa, but out toward the northwest, it's going to be isolated in nature. I'm calling for Farmington to still hold on to, a little bit of a chance, but really it's going to be the heat for all of you out there. 98 degrees by Thursday. Las Vegas looking cooler with more rain chances. And you can see that the North Mountains for tomorrow are going to be comfortable in Red River and Angel Fire, but an active afternoon, especially in those higher elevations. We're talking about a 50-50 chance for Santa Fe. That's going to start to decrease as we get toward the middle and end of the work week. East Mountains out there really looking to pick up some rain in those higher elevations. I'm calling for about a 50% chance up there. But you can see for the South Metro, yeah, the heat of the day is going to get us before those storm showers do move in. And if they do, I'm thinking it's going to be the late afternoon into the evening hours. But still, it's going to be an uphill battle as we get toward Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Rio Rancho and Albuquerque, because that dry air starts to move in by the middle of the work week.